So we are going to get back to the basics of backing. Now, I've done, I don't know how many 100 videos on backing alone, but I just feel like we need to revisit it again. Okay, we're just going to start off small. We're going to figure out which way we're going to turn the steering wheel. We are going to be using my software, my trucking skills, or my European trucking skills, and we're going to be using the fantastic software, American Truck Simulator. And what was that?
It was me. We're listening to what you're doing.
Yeah.
I forgot you guys were here.
I mean, we've been sat here for an hour.
It's been going on.
I was going to forget.
quite a
Honest
while.
to God, I was just going to say, we're going to carry on and let's get on with this. But yeah, I completely forgot that I'm supposed to be plugging something right now.
Wait. So you're plugging your own game again?
I'm plugging my game on my channel.
Have you plugged the
Have
the
you not
podcast
done
yet?
that enough? Yeah. Where's our podcast?
How many times?
We need some love.
How many episodes of the podcast have we put out now? Is this like we've done?
How many podcasts have I been on? 60.
60.
And
60.
when have you shared this or plugged us or
all right,
anything?
I have
60
neglected
of the podcast
to mention
one of the three.
And how many
hosts on.
times have you mentioned your game in our episodes as well? Come on.
I would suggest it's more than one.
Every single
average
episode
2.
at least 3 times.
Not at least one time. At least 0 times.
I don't know about
there was that one time.
No.
There was that one time you wouldn't let me mention it. So
there was
at
that
least...
one time you put it on your green screen, mate.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
That was fine.
Literally in the background, it was everywhere. So no, there's the one time that we forbid you to talk about it.
Yeah,
but
and
when
it
you think
still
about it,
got out.
You did.
Exactly.
My game's that awesome that it just it just comes out. But anyway, I am part of a
like we
podcast,
need some
guys.
love.
Go ahead.
We need
Yes,
some love.
I'm giving you guys love. I'm giving you guys love at the start of the video before people get a chance to actually click off when they realize that like I've got such a boring video. No, it's not a boring video. It's really actually very educational. You just gotta wait
We've
till
sat
the
here
end
for
of
an hour, David.
So it's called Just Another Trucking Podcast. All right. There will be a link at the very, 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 very top of the description. All right. Not at the bottom, not in the middle. Okay. And this is one of my favorite parts of the week. I love hanging out with these guys. It kind of has been the reason why I haven't been putting out a lot of videos, because I know I get my my video editing itch scratched by editing.
Oh my
this
word!
podcast.
How many the amount of comments that I get where I'm like, when are you going to do a vlog? And I'm like, I'm doing podcast. Tough.
Podcast is too important.
Podcast comes first.
It has
That's the way
literally
it
taken
works.
over.
It is, because it's actually more people relying on you,
and it's
like
more fun.
Tom has one called Accept for Access.
Oh, no, don't forget about that. You don't.
Whoa,
Tom,
I don't.
Tom, he's given us plugs. Don't
okay, fair enough.
abuse this.
I'm just saying, go to the podcast.
Sorry, Chloe. Tom told me that I can't do it.
No, plug Chloe.
At least me. I don't care about Tom.
And
I'm
what we have Skip Chick, all right, and they're on as well. But of course, their links will be in the description of our podcast
at the top again.
Anyway,
Wait.
All right.
Wait. See. Wait.
Still not said the name. What's it called?
Right. No, he
Just
has said
Another
that.
Trucking Podcast.
Right, he has said that.
I don't know.
But
Maybe
what he's
I didn't
saying
hear
there
that
is that people want to find our channels respectively. They're going to have to go onto the podcast, and then they're going to have to find our channels through there. He's not going to directly link our stuff. No. David, what's going on? We're not even getting paid for this.
Apparently, there's a link in the description below for both their channels. All right. So
the greatest thing about this is, right, Chloe, we can ask for anything because this is the only take we're doing of this. So right now, we can ask for anything, and it's going in. One take, this is what's happening.
Yeah, all right. I got to wrap it up. I want to. The guys are getting really bored, and they really want to get educated on backing up, or whatever I'm going to be talking about today. I actually haven't decided,
we love you, mate.
But I do believe it is the basics on backing. All right, so Anyway, yes, please go to check out our podcast, Just Another Trucking Podcast, where you got Tom, Chloe, and me. All right, and sometimes a guest. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Well, that went on for just a little bit longer than I expected. That was just supposed to be just like a 1 minute bit, but just like the whole podcast, we gonna do whatever we want and just and have fun, and people seem to be entertained by it. So we keep doing it every week. We usually release it on Sundays. Monday morning. All right. Now my driving experience is American. those guys, they drive in England. But anyway, cool. Let's get back to the basics. All right, basics of backing up. How do we back up a trailer? Now, you all may have heard that you have to turn the steering wheel to the right if you want the trailer to go to the left. Well, that's correct. It's not wrong. All right, but I just feel if that's all the information you're getting from somebody, they're doing you an unjust. All right, you got to take into consideration, because if I turn my steering wheel to the right, okay, fair enough, we're turning the steering wheel to the right, and I start jackknifing. It's just, what do you do after that? When are you supposed to turn left? All right, there's a little bit more to it. Now, the thing is, having my steers pointing straight when I'm currently at an angle will keep me turning. I'm still turning. All right, see how I'm turning? You can see by those red lines that are eventually would get all the way over here. It means that I'm turning. All right. Now the truck itself will always point north. Just to clarify, in this game, it is always going to point north. You are never going to get to choose it to be landscape or where the ground is still. I'm trying to mimic real life as best as I possibly can. Okay. You're sitting in a truck. You're not moving in the truck. All right. When you turn the steering wheel, the world rotates around you. You will always stay still. Okay. All right. So, and of course, your trailer's going to do whatever that's going to do. But just know that we're driving straight. You are still in the truck. There we go. Okay. Just to clarify that. Okay. Now, even though the steers are pointing straight, look, see what's happening. I'm turning. All right. Why aren't I straightening up? I need you to hear something ridiculous that's going to come out of my mouth that is true, that every experienced person will agree with. All right. It just sounds really stupid, and chances are you have never been told this before. But the truck controls the trailer, not the steer tires. The steer tires control the truck, and then in relation, it controls the trailer. That's kind of sounds silly. Okay, just remember, the steer tires do not control where the trailer goes. It just controls where the truck goes. All right. The truck will only turn. All right. When whatever angle the truck is at. Okay. Sorry for stuttering, but as you can see right now, we are at whatever the angle this is. Okay. We're going to go ahead and let's call this 0. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Let's call that 0. Okay. Let's call this, hold on. Let's go ahead and I can jackknife quicker in reverse. There we go. Let's call that 90. Okay. And anything in between is whatever that is. Okay. That's what we're going to call it. Currently we're at 90 degrees. Okay. When you're at 90 degrees, you have the least amount of control possible over the trailer. Okay. When you are at 0, whoopsie daisy, let's go ahead and go into reverse. The quickest way to straighten up, by the way, turn the steering wheel all the way to the right. That's the quickest way to straighten up. Okay, there we go. When you're here, you have the most control. That is the most control. Let me just show you. Okay, all I have to do is it's basically, it's a bit of a balancing act. Okay, but a lot of the time you have to stop and think. All right, what you got to do. If in real world, when I'm looking in my mirrors, and if I see that my trailer's drifting to the left, we're going to call that a problem. So you turn towards the problem, because your problem is that you're not straight. All right. So turn towards the problem. It'll straighten up. Let's go ahead and just start. I'm going to do this a little bit slowly. Okay. So let's say we're drifting. Drifting meaning I'm going to say that the trailer's not remaining straight. So we're drifting to the left. All right. So to straighten up, I'm going to turn the steering wheel to the left. All right. And now you can see it straightening up. And then by the time it's straight, I'm going to have my steers pointing straight, and now I'm back again. Now, it's not going to remain there. It's going to drift one way or the other. All right. It is a balancing act. All right. Basically, it's kind of like trying to balance a pole on your finger. You got to go left and right and left and right. Now, as you can see here, we are turning the back of the trailer is going to the right. All right. You can kind of see it drifting off a little bit. So all I have to do here is turn to the right. There we go. Turn to the right, turn to the right, turn to the right, and straight. So let's just say you're backing up quickly. All right. So it is. So you're trying to do the least amount of steering possible. Hold on. I need to turn here. Otherwise, I'm going to hit a wall. Oh, no. I'm in the center of the screen. Never mind. Okay. So I'm turning to the left because I want to straighten up. And then I want to have my steers straight by the time I want to have my steers straight by the time my trailer gets straight. Anyway, so that's what the handy thing with the game is. It basically teaches your brain what to do. Okay, it would be, I think the best environment you could possibly have is go ahead get yourself a truck, go get yourself a plot of land, and back up, and just keep backing up until you feel comfortable, until it's so natural. But for those who don't have the luxury of doing that, go ahead and download my game. All right, or go ahead and download American Truck Simulator or European Truck Simulator 2. By all means, I don't care what you do. Okay, my goal is to teach you guys how to back up. Okay, so now we're going to try stick with the basics. At the end of this video, I'm going to go do we're going to do an alley dock or a 90-degree back. It will actually be a 45-degree back because I don't really like 90-degree backs, and I'll explain that later. Okay, but okay, in order to control the trailer, you have to ask yourself what position you're in. Right now, I'm in a straight line. Okay, so right now we are at a jackknife. A jackknife is anything but a straight line. A straight line is, I'm going to call that a straight line. All right, anything. This is a jackknife, all right? This is a jackknife. It's just a minor jackknife, but it's still a jackknife. And while this is a straight line. Okay, are we clear in that one? Good. Now, I like to imagine that I'm controlling the front of the trailer and not the back of the trailer, because that's what you're doing. Is the truck is connected to the front of the trailer, not the back. All right, so you have to do that again. Holding, like lifting a wheelbarrow. If you want to go to the right, well, you kind of go to the left with your hands and the trailer will go to the right. Same thing. Okay, now we're looking in your mirrors in reverse. All right, again, so if you see too much of the trailer on the left, then you want to turn to the left. And of course, you want to make sure you're straight by the time the trailer gets straight. Now, a lot of times this is what you're going to end up doing. If you're trying to back up for a long time, all right, you're going to try correct it, but you're correcting it too late. All right. So again, this is not that bad. This is good. Again, it could be better, but new people, this is probably what you're going to end up doing. You're going to go like this. Okay, now I'm going to straighten up, but now it's too late, and now you're pointing in the wrong direction and everything. But anyway, so I gotta keep reminding myself I'm trying to do the basics here. Okay, any position again, like I said earlier, is going to be a jackknife. Anything but a straight line. All right. So when we are chasing it. All right, chasing is always in reverse. Just to clarify, chasing is always in reverse. Okay, so chasing is basically trying to straighten yourself up. This is straight. This is chasing. All right, this is jackknifing. Even though I've got my steers pointing straight, it's still jackknifing. Okay, now there's a certain point. I like when I back up. I like to try to balance the trailer to where the angle right here, whatever angle this is. Okay, whatever it is, I like to keep that angle. That's actually kind of a tough thing to do because you got to watch where you're going and you got to watch the side of your trailer and with regards to the truck. So it's kind of difficult. All right, but there's a certain point that the harder the jackknife. All right, let's go ahead and just get into it like at 90 degrees there. The harder the jackknife, chances are you're going to want to be over here. All right, to maintain that angle, which sometimes you may have to do. I don't recommend it. But you're going to end up doing it, especially as a new driver. You're going to screw up a lot, all right? So basically, this would be chasing. Anything past this point would be jackknifing, all right? So sometimes you're just going to have to get to this. So let's go ahead and get to a better angle. All right, let's say I want to keep this angle. So that would be roughly around here, okay? Now, when I was like 90 degrees, I was all the way over here. Okay, now let's go ahead and get ourselves in a position to where it's only slightly. Now, I love this position. I'm in this position a lot. All right. It's just trying to maintain that position. Like if I keep it straight, I'm going to jackknife. So I got to like hang out over here. All right. It's very important. All right. That we're trying to maintain that angle. Look at all that steering I'm doing. All right. I'm controlling the truck, not the trailer. Now, if I want to do a straight back, turn a little bit past it, watch it straighten up. And then we're straight, okay? If a lot of new people, what happens is you don't turn the steering wheel enough, okay? You don't, all right? Now, in the real world, 2 rotations all the way to the right would be cranking it. That would be all the way, all right? In the game, it's only 1. There's a reasons for it. Testing and trialing and all that kind of thing. It's just easier to control because it's not a real life, okay? It's less fun to have to turn 4 times all the way. It's just, anyway. Turn all the way to the right. If you don't turn all the way to the right, let's just say I don't turn all the way to the right, okay? And I start reversing. What's going to happen? I'm still jackknifing, all right? The back of the truck's going to hit, okay? Turn all the way, and now you can see it straightening up, okay? And I would practice this. This is level 6. Like if you're only going to play one level, play this level, Okay, and then straighten up by the time you're straight. Okay, so this is what I made. This is literally why I made it. I didn't make this to make money. All right, I just happen to be making money now, but I made this game to actually teach. I really did. All right, I just figured it'd be easier to teach it this way than trying to explain and use drones and cameras and everything. But anyway, so let's go ahead and demonstrate how I would back up into a truck stop back, and we're going to call it good for this video. All right, so this is our stereotypical. I'm going to do it slow, and then I'm going to do it fast. I'm going to try explain every step. Now, usually when I try to explain every step, I kind of screw up. All right, I just feel it more natural when I just do it. But anyway, now I have 55 feet of a distance here between this wall. It doesn't matter if it's a wall, if it's a truck, if it's a flower bed or whatever. It doesn't matter. All right, I could make this look like a truck stop, but there's no point. All right, it's just a wall. Okay, just okay. Now, when do I start turning? Now, again, I do believe this is roughly a truck stop. This is roughly how much space you'll be given at a truck stop. Okay. Now, I like to use myself, my shoulders, whatever, my mirrors or my window or whatever as a point of reference when I'm saying this is when I'm going to turn, because I can't quite see where the hood is. I can't quite see where the axles are. I can't quite see where the back of the truck is, but I can definitely see where I am in relation to everything else. All right. So currently I am at the end of the space. Now, the more room you have, the more room you have over here, the sooner you can turn. All right. The less room, the later you have to turn. When I say turn, when you are actually going to turn to the right. Okay. Now, let's take a look. I like to be driving. First of all, like I'm going to stop here. I'm going to analyze a space. It's a pretty big space. These guys are in their lane and everything, so that's very important. Okay, very important to actually to look at. So, and then of course because you've stopped, make sure no one's overtaking you. Okay, just put your hazards on, and then we're going to go. Now I'm going to start turning at the end of the space. So right here, turning all the way to the right. Turn, and then all the way to the left, missing whatever that was. Again, if it was getting running close, I would stop, do a bit of a reverse, but whatever. All right. And I like to stop right here, running parallel. I love being parallel. I love things that are parallel. It just makes sense to me. The reason what I'm running parallel to is the wall here, or the line of trucks here, or the flower bed, or the trees, or the curb, or whatever it is. Okay, and I'm running parallel to everything over here. The reason why I like to run parallel is I get to point my steer straight, and I'm still going to jackknife. Okay, and I can see what's going on. All right, it's because my only goal right now, I actually never want to turn to the right here. My goal is to not do any right-hand turns. All right, that may sound crazy to you, but my goal is to do that. I may need to do it, but my goal is not to do it. Okay, so I'm going to start reversing. My steers are pointing straight. Are we all agreeing? Pointing straight. I'm going to start reversing. Okay, it's going to start jackknifing. Okay, it's jackknifing. Now I always ask myself this question while I'm backing up, while I'm reversing. The path that I'm going at right now, will I hit this truck over here on the right, or will I hit it on the left, on the close side? Which one am I going to hit, or am I going to just end up straight? And I'm loving it. Okay. If you feel like you're going to hit this guy, you want to turn to the left. Sometimes you may want to turn all the way to the left and then adjust after that and see where you are. Or if you're going to end up hitting this guy, you may want to jackknife. Okay? So it's at this point, right now I'm really happy with what's going on. I'm really, really, really happy. Okay? So I'm going to start backing up and see what happens. Okay? So it looks like everything's looking good. I'm going to start turning to the left though. All right? Because I think I'm liking what's happening. Now at this particular point, okay? At this particular point, I'm going to stop. I want to just, you definitely want to get out and look, make sure that you're okay. But I'm looking at the distance between the bumper here and the back of my truck, and that will tell me pretty much how far away I am over here. Okay, so that's there we go. That's what I'm doing. So a lot of times when I don't get out and look, if I'm really far away from this, or if this is a tight spot, I'm guaranteed to get out and look. You should always get out and look. If I ever told you not to get out and look, I don't know. I don't think I ever have, but you're most of the time you probably won't end up getting out and looking because you're lazy. That's just the way we are in life. All right, because getting out and looking, well, it does two things. it means you have to get out of the truck. Ugh. And then you got to walk around. But I think a lot of people don't want to get out and look. The reason why they don't want to get out and look is that they don't want to slow other people down, or they don't want to get out or get in their way, or they don't want to look like a newbie. Forget them. All right, just get out and look if you're struggling. Okay. Anyway, so because I just turned left. All right, now my hood is getting closer to the wall. So please pay attention to that. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn all the way as much as I can, as long as I'm not going to hit the wall. Okay. So because I feel like it's good right now, I'm at a good angle and I need to start straightening up. So if I find myself getting too close, okay, so there we go. Like, I already know I made a mistake, okay, and that's fine. Being close to here, you can be within half an inch if you want to be to the guy, as long as you can see it. Okay. Now I'm not going to keep. I'm going to go ahead and do a pull forward. And this is what's going to happen a lot. Well, again, the closer you are to the part that you can see, the further away you are going to be from the other part. So we're going to go forward again. I'm just going to keep my steers pointing exactly where they were. All right, let's keep pointing them. There we go. I'm going to go past. I'm going to go a little bit further. And now I'm going to turn to the right. All right. See, you see the difference in the angle right there? Okay. It's a lot better. I got more control over this than I did than the other angle. Okay. Now, because I can't turn all the way to the left, because if I did, I'll hit that wall. So by pointing my steers straight, I'm guaranteed to get further away from the wall. All right. I'm not going to jackknife as much. All right. But I'm going to try my hardest to back up slowly. Okay. Now we're getting further. Now I can do more maneuvering. Okay. And I'm going to turn all the way right now and see how that looks. I may change my mind. Okay, there we go. Looking all right. Now I'm going to start pointing my steers straight. Now, I probably wouldn't normally stop right here. When it's going to stop because I need to talk. As you can see right now, we are not centered, and that's fine. I can't do a pull forward right now. That'll fix that. So take advantage of just backing up, doing a nice straight back. All right, nice straight back, doing whatever you have to do, and then go ahead and maneuver yourself over. All right. Oh crap. All right, so we're just going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to do a little quicker. Well, anyway, so I'm going to turn right at the end of the space. Turn hard to the right. We don't have to be going that fast, but and then turn to the left, making sure you're not going to hit the wall. Maybe, and then stop roughly when you're parallel. Pointing my steers straight. I'm going to start backing up. Watch what's happening. I'm going to watch what's happening. Am I going to hit this guy over here, or am I going to hit this guy over here, or is it nice and centered? All right, it's looking all right. I'm just going to go ahead and start chasing it now. And watch, again, if you are chasing it, you're turning to the left. That means that the front of your truck's going to go to the right. So be careful. Okay, missed it. And there we go. So my goal here, I want to go back to where I was. Okay, I'm going to get too close to the guy on the left. There we go. And hopefully the level doesn't finish me. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, I'm not finished. Now, what I would do here. All right, this is where I would get myself into. All right, that allows a lot more room in front of you to maneuver. Okay, so we're just going to turn to the right. All right, just get a little bit. Turn to the right. Now, let's straighten our truck and trailer up. Okay, agreed? We're straight. Now all I'm going to do is drive straight. All right, that way I can see both my mirrors. I can see that I'm not hitting anything. Okay, so I'm just going to drive straight. Wait till right before I'm in the center. All right, you can basically, I'm kind of look in the right-hand mirror and see what it's like. All right, we're nearly there. So I'm going to turn to the left to get my trailer running in parallel to the space. But right before we're parallel, I'm going to crank it hard to the right and straighten myself up in the shortest distance. Boom. Now we're straight. Get our steers pointing straight, and we start. And then we start backing up, and we're done. All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish the video now. All right. Ooh, there we go. Okay. And call it good. Again, please, go to my podcast, or our podcast, and you can get it on. There will be a description below. Just Another Trucking Podcast, and also don't forget to download my game, my US trucking skills or my European trucking skills. Of course, if you really have a good computer, and get yourself American Truck Simulator or European Truck Simulator too. It's very good. It's the best. You're not going to get better than that. Mine is just kind of like so it's more available for phones, and it's a nice low powered game, But anyway, yep. Don't forget to go to the podcast. Link in the description. You can get it on anywhere you can get podcasts, and of course you can get it on YouTube here. Cool. This will not be the last video I'll do for a while. I'm gonna try my absolute best to do a lot more videos. I'm getting a bunch of it, and people emailing me with certain places that they really want to check out, or they want to see how I would do it. And I'll be doing a lot more of them as well. But I'm definitely going to be definitely focusing on the basics that will get you to survive in this industry. If this was a bit too much for you, I'm sorry. I'll try to do a better version again. Just please, in the description, if you were experienced, please let everyone know if what I'm saying is correct. If you're, if you think this is helpful, great. Give me a thumbs up, give me a good comment. I love them. Anyway, okay, cool. Anyway, go to mytruckingskills.com. Goodbye.